Hey guys, welcome. Welcome aboard. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not, welcome home. If that's your identification with this channel. Let's have a conversation about this week. See what's up, shall we? This is the week of Monday, February the 20th through the 26th of 2023. Here's the deal. We start this week with a full moon, literally Central Time, 1 hour and 6 minutes into the week. We have a new moon at 1 degree of Pisces, right? So that means the sun and moon are conjunct. That's a lot of energy. 50 minutes later, the lovely planet of Venus, love, and 3D magic herself moves into Aries, beginning her astrological journey anew, right? Later on in the morning, Mercury sextiles Chiron, and then the moon, the Pisces moon, sextiles Uranus. So here's the deal. This new moon is at the midpoint of a 29 degree Pluto and a 29 degree Venus. That's a pretty big deal. So this is about 3D manifestation. And what is your sense of home and how you are in relation to that, what you are willing to transform, how deep you're willing to go, right? So we have these beautiful aspects of Chiron and Mercury and Mars, allowing you to really create your story as you are doing, right? As you're expressing. And so the key here is this is really vulnerable and intimate energy. And as it is so powerfully illuminated in Pisces with this new moon, there is no looking away, right? This is a sinking in, not a sinking away from, not a shrinking, right? And the conjunction to Saturn allows you the power and also warns you to say yes to that, right? So it really is a day of new starts and new stories. So change it up. Let yourself be shocked by your own depth and your own journey, right? Understand that you're here. And celebrate that and be prepared to increase it and add to it. On Tuesday, the 21st, the Pisces moon squares Mars, conjuncts Neptune. Mercury will square Uranus, and then the moon sextiles Pluto before the moon moves into Aries, right behind Venus. So your stories are going to be called into question, and here's the deal. Let that be okay. We have that Venus conjunct Neptune. So the capacity for deep and wide embodiment is huge, right? The 3D meets the transcendent within you, right? In the spaces within you, right? Between your quarks and bosons. So the offering is to be clear about what you're choosing to embody, right? And if you have clarity, you're going to hear me say this a few more times this week because it's really important. There's a lot of middle road, right? If you have clarity, pull out all the stops and let that be your embodiment. And if you're unclear, perhaps reconsider, right? Perhaps dive again, look again for a little more pearl. That's going to be important, especially this week. On Wednesday, the 22nd, 22223, right? The moon in Aries conjuncts Venus, of course. Mercury, also very busy this week, trines Mars. And then the moon conjuncts both Jupiter and Chiron later in the day. So this is a day of practice, right? A day to be in your body, to be in your fields, right? In your expression, in your experience. Explore all the way, right? Choose to witness how your actions are, your transcendence, right? And how they are your portal to every realm and dimension Wow, okay. The key is that you have the capacity to amplify and expand whatever you are, right? So whatever it is you're going to choose to pursue, right? Whatever line you happen to be plumbing toward your transcendent self. And you know what? Transcendent doesn't mean that we're necessarily opting out of our dimensional reality. It simply means that we're choosing to witness it in a higher way. Because we never really leave our transcendent opportunity. So it's just about really shifting your capacity, your perspective, and really claiming that wherever and whatever you are, right? On Thursday, the 23rd, so the Aries moon sextiles both Mars and Mercury today. It's a tight energetic day, right? One of those days where say what you mean and mean what you say really matters. Some days that matters more than others, right? And this is a day that applies to all avenues of your expression. So do what you mean and show up how you mean it, right? And as always, be aware that your fellow travelers are also under the influences of this same energy. So if you're feeling a little oversensitive and hyper aware to your expressions, it's possible that the reverse is also true. So just be mindful of those around you, and lead with compassion, right? And again, this is a day to say, if you are clear, roll with it. Say a thing, do a thing. But if you're not clear, reconsider. Just reconsider, right? On Friday, the 24th, the Aries moon sextiles Saturn, 6 minutes into Friday Central Time. Yeah, guys. Okay, the moon also then squares Pluto, and then the moon moves into Taurus, right? Starts right on in there. And then later on in the afternoon, that Taurus moon is going to sextile Neptune. Also, the sun is sextiling the North Node, right? So you may wake up on Friday and have notice of busy dreams, right? Dredge those dreams for insight. They may help you clarify that next right step or that next right action. You have access to your full depths, right? So don't allow the messages that you see in your dream time to cloud the symbols and archetypes behind those messages. And if you are in doubt, please ask for clarity, right? By midday, you'll have access to that kind of wide-hearted, good, kind of yummy feeling sense. So ride that wave, right? Ride that wave. Feel it, again, feel it as opposed to thinking it, right? Be in it, not just its witness, right? Try to wrap your experience up as. Okay, does that make sense? I hope so. On Saturday the 25th, that Taurus moon is going to conjunct Uranus. How exciting. Very early in the morning. And then just a few minutes later, that Taurus moon will square Mercury. And then later on, almost into Sunday, will sextile Neptune. So the day comes with surprises. Your choice of response or reaction, right, will determine how it plays out. The deal is to change your position. And that's the key to how you get to witness it. The opportunity is for a real and intimate and connected conversation and some deep and perhaps even transcendent communications. The challenge, though, is to open up. And I don't just mean your heart and your mouth and tongue, right? But your assumptions and your expectations of a conversation, of an interaction, of a connection, of a communication. And if you're able to bare your soul and toss that out on the table without expectations, and without the need to protect yourself, right? If you really allow yourself to be in full vulnerability, those rewards in that better felt than spoken realm of possible connection, right, will be immeasurable. So it is a day to dare, right? Dare to be in the depths. On Sunday, the 26th, which happens to be my sister Joanne's birthday. Happy birthday to my sister if she's watching. I hope she is. The Taurus moon will square Saturn, trine Pluto, and then move into Gemini. So again, this is another day that you really want to make sure you are not saying or doing anything unless you are fully committed to its manifestation. Here's the deal. If you are committed, the possibilities are endless. And if you are not committed, the consequences are endless. So check, and triple check, because the power of creation is always yours, right? It's always yours. Now, the other thing that I do want to say is that we have this 29-degree Pluto overarching our cosmic and galactic energies today. So this creates kind of like, I want to call it like a hinge point, right? In the Archimedean sense, right? So there are some very long levered energetic shifts available, right? Archimedes said, give me a lever long enough and I will move the world. Well, here's the deal. Your capacity to maneuver those shifts this week, I mean, always, but this week in particular with this 29-degree Pluto really depends on how fully you are able to present to the necessary shifts and changes required by a 29-degree Capricorn Pluto, okay? So again, this really comes right back to if you are... Oh, how lovely. If you are committed, go for it. And if you're not, wait, right? If you're committed, go for it. And if not, please, for your own personal gratification, just wait. All right, let's get into it. Look, we have two aces on a Pisces new moon day. How beautiful. And Venus moves into Aries. So listen, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. This is about real, practical, new ways of feeling. This is about what inspires those new ways. So again, new starts, new stories. Allow yourself to change anything that needs to be changed. And, you know, I like the way that this one rolls in here because we talk about allow yourself to be shocked by your own depth, right? Celebrate that. Because whatever you're going to accept from the universe and put into action is what's going to be put into action, right? So we've got that midpoint, that new moon at the midpoint of a 29-degree Pluto and a 29-degree Venus. Be mindful of what you're creating, right? And make sure that it is from your soul, right? And if you allow it to be from your soul, anything you want to put in the universe, in this 3D lifetime that you're creating around yourself, will come in, right? Beautiful, beautiful. On the 21st, which is Tuesday, we've got the 5 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So the 5 of Wands, wait, I lied. This is a 7. Oh, even better. Okay, so the 7 of Wands is about knowing what we're defending. Oh, yeah, I like that. And the 6 of Cups is about that unconditional love, right? This is that, of course, the Sanskrit anahata, which is the unstruck, right? That's the the Sanskrit word for the heart chakra. And so as our heart chakra is the unstruck, right? That whole love like you've never been hurt concept. This is about trusting and understanding where to defend that point, right? And so we talked about this as a day when your stories are called into question. Let it be okay, right? Knowing that where the 3D meets the transcendent within, those spaces within you, be clear about what you're choosing. Be clear about what you're choosing. Choose that feeling, no matter what, no matter what the question is, right? This is the place where we choose in greatest love. And then pull out all the stops. Understand that we're ready to defend that, no matter what that means. We're ready to allow our energy to go toward that feeling in support of it, no matter what, right? Beautiful. That is lovely. Now, let's talk about the Five of Swords and the Knight of Swords. This is the day we talked about practice, being in your body, practicing being in your fields, in your expression, in your experience, right? Explore all the ways that your actions are your transcendence to every realm and dimension. Here's the deal. This Five of Swords it's a card of Pyrrhic victory. And if you don't know what that means, a Pyrrhic victory is where we win at every cost, even if it means destroying the thing that we are winning, right? So think like scorched earth policy, like it doesn't matter, we're just going to burn the whole place to the ground, but by God, we get to claim it afterwards. So this is about making sure that you're right no matter what. The consequences to any relationship or any opportunity don't matter here, right? This is about ideas. It's about having to put your idea over your experience. And the Knight of Swords says, okay, but is that the action we wish to take, right? Knight of Swords is putting your ideas into action. So instead of just standing on, yes, it's right, yes, it's right, yes, it's right, putting that idea into action, right? Exploring all the ways that your actions are your transcendence. And knowing that you have the capacity to expand and amplify whatever you are. Is this the energy you want to expand and amplify? And if not, make a different choice, right? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. On Thursday, again, we have the Six of Cups again, and we have the Four of Swords. Now, here's the deal. We know that this Six of Cups is that unconditional, right, pure sense of love. And the Four of Swords, I talk about it every time it comes up because it's so important. This follows the Three of Swords, right, which is that place where we experience loss or betrayal or sadness. And the thing is, it's our experience, our concept of, our identification with loss, sadness, betrayal that comes in, right? Those are our expectations that get us every time. So if we can go back to that place of non-expectation, right? That place of non-attachment, which is completely different than detachment, right? Completely different. But non-attachment, which is just holding space. That Four of Swords is the opportunity to witness how bringing love into a situation changes, right? So we talked about this as meaning what you say and saying what you mean, right? And being aware that everybody is experiencing the same influences that you are, right? So if you experience something, witness it in a different perspective. It might change your perspective and your experience, right? Always coming back to that place of greatest love. On Friday, we have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So this is kind of lovely, actually. We talked about this as being a day of busy dreams, right? And really having access to the full depth, but making sure that we're looking behind what we witness, right? Behind the symbol, behind the archetype. And here's the deal. Always coming back to the feeling, right? The King of Pentacles says, yeah, I know. I understand that. What I see is, what I have in my hand is like, those are my drivers. The Knight of Wands offers a different perspective into that and says, sure, but it's about how you feel about those things that makes the difference, that creates the sustained manifestation, right? And without that engagement, without that passion, without that drive, what do you have, right? Just a big stable. So really paying attention to how you are moving with your feeling as opposed to sitting in your experience, right? There's a difference. Wow, the 2 and 3 of Cups, how lovely. We talked about this as a day that's going to surprise you, and having an opportunity to have a real intimate, connected conversation and really meaningful communications. Again, if you're able to bare your soul, the results will be immeasurable. So this is a 2 of Cups is literally divine relationship, divine union, divine communication. This is heart to heart and vulnerable communication, right? This is pure openness. This is nothing held back. And the 3 of Swords is this, or the 3 of Cups is the celebration of that energy, right? This is, look what we have created. Look what our capacity, right, to be in our feelings brings into our lives, right? Look how when we are open and vulnerable, we bring that sense in with every relationship. So again, bare your soul, probably going to create some beautiful fractal ripples in your life on Sunday. Queen of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. So here's the deal. We talked about this as a day to not say anything or do anything that you're not fully committed to today. So it's about commitment or consequences, really witnessing the power of your own creation. The Queen of Swords, the key to every sword card is that we always have these beautiful butterflies of transformation, right? Really giving us the opportunity to explore the concept of swords, which is about ideas and beliefs and those mental, intellectual functions, which we also, we kind of like diss. Oh, I think this, I think that. Well, that's beautiful because you have to get to the thing behind it, which is always a feeling, right? But the transformational power of your thoughts, this is why we do the work right here, to transform our thoughts and beliefs into something deeper, something bigger. And the Queen is the embodiment, the complete and total acceptance of that concept, right? What is the truth? What is the truth? Always looking for the truth to cut everything else away, right? This is a powerful aspect of doing that work. And the 4 of Pentacles is about, what am I going to hold on to? What am I going to hold on to? How committed am I to what I'm going to hold on to, right? When we're talking about creation, you cannot hold on to things if you're going to create something new. You have to be willing to literally open your hands and release everything so that you make room for what is new and what is coming. And especially as we talked about this week at that 29 Pluto, right? This is a really powerful time to witness the places where you're levered in. Whether it's hard levered or whether you're in fluid kind of reception of that willingness to change, right? How fully you are able to present to the necessary changes required. How hard are you holding on to your present? Guess what? You are your choices. And so if you're holding on to that present, you're never going to get to your future. Again, if you're holding on to the present, you are never going to get to your future. So simple, right? Motion requires release. Let's please have a conversation about this lovely number 9 card. Dances on one foot. The balancing act. Look at her beautiful Luna moth self here. Hey, Sarah. Look at that. And I also love that this is a number 9, right? Number 9 is cycle completion. Number 9 is where we witness our lessons as our lessons and have that beautiful capacity to move into the next thing. So let's talk about this. This is balancing act, resourcefulness, saying yes to life, right? When dance is on one foot shows up, you are called to find a new balance. Just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced a step might seem, you must bring equanimity to the situation before you, no matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems. If you're putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationship, family, and digital media, you are missing the point. Boy, that gets a big ol' amen for me. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one time, half of it is going to be up in the air. Wow, let's read that again. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one time, half of it is going to be up in the air. How beautiful is that? It's not that you're doing too much and find it impossible to catch up. Rather, it's that you're confusing readiness with preparation. You will never, ever be fully prepared for all of the challenges in your life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation the universe offers you, right? Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything that's not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson, right? You are challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not be seduced by the belief, if only I had more. Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you're losing your balance, do not contract. Hold your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend your arms fully, saying yes to Spirit's steadying hand. Again, you've got it, right? Don't sink in. Lean in instead, right? No looking away from this. So be in it, right? And always when you're called to make that choice, make the choice you can commit to. And if you can't commit to it, wait, take a breath. Come back to what it's supposed to feel like on all the levels and act from there, right? And anything that's not in accordance, be prepared and willing to release it. You cannot get to your future by living in your past. Y'all, big blessings. Take care.